Hello everybody, Zach here. Welcome to Train Mechanic Simulator 2017. If you want to pick up this game, it will be out on March 23rd. The link will be in the description to the Steam page. So if you want to, buy it or pick it up or pre-order it or what have you, you can do so. So very much so in the same ilk as Car Mechanic Simulator, but we're going to be working on trains, as you can see by our literally the rails that come into our shop here. We're going to go over to the work order here. We've got job order number 1. This is going to be the Train Mechanic 2017 kind of tutorial that gives you the basics of the game. So we're going to accept this right now. We're going to have this guy come in. Look at that. Looks beautiful. So it appears that the cause of the locomotive's malfunction is a damaged carriage. Probably they are the steel and rubber springs. Locate the exact cause of the defect and replace it with a new part. We're going to make $125 off of that. For some reason, it says part name not found, not found. I don't know what that's about. So we're going to close that up. And we're going to head out here. See what we got to do. Oh, look at this. Oh, man, that's insane. The scale of a locomotive. Insane. Okay, so we have a seat. We have the same kind of buttons that we did in Car Mechanic. We got condition. We can do body that will hide the top body. And then we've got... So what are we replacing? We're replacing a damaged carriage. So we probably have to go to the actual... the motor truck? So, okay, this goes into disassembly mode. So in this mode, you can strip down locomotives, taking apart all their available components. Often to be able to get to a part, you will need to remove other parts, even those operating properly. Please remember about this. Okay, so what did we have? We can do condition again, right? Wheel axle. That was what's worn, right? There's a testing mode, 2, so 3. In this mode, you can check the conditions of various train elements to estimate the profitability of the repair. Remember, the higher level of wear on individual elements, the greater of the risk of unsuccessful repair of the element. See, I think they said about, yeah, steel and rubber. What's the springs? If we go back into, can you go back into condition and kind of highlight that? Let's exit that mode. Go back into, nope, I want to be in condition. I want to see the condition of that. Oh, now it's in that. Right to our job order here. So they are the steel and rubber springs. So that's that, the steel and rubber V-form springs. So we just got to take off each of these axle boxes to get to these, is what I'm assuming. Let's go ahead and take off that a while. Boop, boop, boop. I hope I'm doing this properly. That's the thing, guys. This is going to be a learning experience. Take off the axle box here. And then we can probably see the conditions of these springs. Take you off. Take you off. So we should probably now look. Where are these parts that I have? Do I have them now? I have parts warehouse. Okay, in this window you can manage your spare parts, you can sell them, then profit from their resale, which will decrease the amount of the count. The better a part's condition, the more profit you generate. So we took off the steel and rubber these were in okay condition. So I wonder what the ones that are in bad shape. Were they the ones up front more, or are there other steel and rubber? Oh, there are other steel and rubber springs. There's ones right here, and that might be the actual ones, not the V-form spring, but just the regular steel and rubber springs that are right here. If I look in condition, can I see the condition of that? No. Should I go to 3 and do testing mode? No, those are in good shape. So what are the ones that are in bad shape here? Let's go ahead. I can I do it on that too? Oh, cool, I can. That's what I need to do. I need to do testing mode over all of these things to see what actually has a problem, basically. But I was told the steel and rubber springs. And all of these look like they're in good shape. It might be the front of the locomotive. So that's my bad. I went down a completely wrong path, but that's what happens. I'm not a locomotive mechanic or a train mechanic. So let's go ahead and go back into installation mode. We want to put these back on. I don't want to send this train out without those. Let's put those back on, as well as what do we have? The axle box we got to put back on, as well as there was almost like a clip. Oh, the damper for the axle box. Put you back on as well. Okay, good to know. It wasn't those springs. We're going to go to the front of the locomotive here in a second. Okay, so let's do that. Exit this mode, go to the front of the locomotive, see if it's something up front. Okay, let's do the testing mode. No, it's not these. Oh, hello. There we go. That's what's worn out. So the two on the right front here are worn out. How do we get you off of here? I just remove you? You're just your own right here. All alone. Gonna remove you too. Looks like the ones in the front are a little bit easier to get off here. Okay. So now we can go to the parts warehouse and we can, well, we can sell these, but I want to buy more. So how do I go and buy more? Probably open the tablet. So the tablet is your information center. Here you can start online stores with parts. There are 3 shops for mechanics, hydraulics, and electrical systems. Improve your garage and go to the Mechanics Help Center, which describes all the operations of the game. So we got to get some, what's this on? Would it be under hydraulics or mechanical parts? Okay, it's not hydraulics. Hydraulics. It is mechanical parts, and we are going to be looking for steel and rubber springs. That's what that looks like. Yep, that's what we're going to be buying. We're going to be buying 2 of these. Boom. Let's go ahead and order that. Are you sure you want to order? Yes, I am. It's a lot of money, but I need them. So now if I go to the parts warehouse, are they there? They are. So we can go ahead and do an installation here. We click here and we go to installation mode. We can install these in brand new steel and rubber springs. It's as simple as Car Mechanic Simulator in terms of, you know, putting the bolts back in and all that stuff. And then the steel and rubber springs up here. So we're going to select this one. This one's a lot easier. It's just 2. No problem. Okay, so we just have to make sure we go into that testing mode, test all the components that, you know, we've been told about, basically. And then, you know, we don't waste any time taking apart anything that we don't really need to take apart to get anything, get to. It looks like everything is already repaired. You can finish the task from the work order sheet. You can find new work orders from the office, from the order table in the office. So we are good here. So how do I tell them that we are good? Let's go back and show them. We can put the body back on the truck. Beautiful. And we can probably turn off conditions. So everything is good on you. How do I send you out? Job order. Here we go. We're going to finish the order here. All right, you head back out then. Didn't make too much on that, but it wasn't a very difficult job. I imagine we're going to come across jobs that are a lot more difficult than that, no doubt. All right, so let's go back here. We got job order number 2. The driver complains about a faulty brake system. We're going to locate the cause of the defect and make repairs. This work order is slightly more difficult. Remember that each part type is repaired on a different workbench. If you're not able to repair the part, you can buy a new part by using the tablet. So let's continue that. Very similar to the locomotive we just had in there. All right. This must be something that I hope they fix, you know, when the game actually releases. It seems like, or this maybe populates when I didn't even notice it on the job order number 1 when it went out, but maybe it populates when you fix the parts. But anyways, locate the faulty components of the braking system in the front truck. So we have to find the faulty brake components here on this guy. So let's go ahead and go into here. Oh, let's do we got testing mode. Let's see, what would it be? Let's try brake calipers. That looks to be, those look to be in bad condition. We've got multiple brake calipers here for the multiple wheels. I learned something interesting. I have a great interest of the mechanical nature of all these things, planes, trains, automobiles, all that stuff. And I never knew, you know, how basically a train stayed on the track. I know that sounds really stupid, but it was interesting to read about this, you know, the inner lip. Honestly, I don't remember what it's called on the wheel, but you know, it's that as well as just literally gravity, you know, that keeps a train on the track. That's nuts to me. That's nuts to me, but it's physics. Oh, I can't wait. We can be able to work at the engine potentially at some point. Look at that engine. Oh, that's awesome. Big old engine. Okay, anyways, we have to replace this front right brake caliper. I guess we should check the brake caliper arms. That's worn out as well. We just check all of them while we're here. Make sure they're all in good shape. It did say 3 components, but all I'm seeing is this brake caliper and the brake caliper arm. Is there another piece that goes to... Ah, the hydraulic brake piston. Yeah, it's this front... Oh, man. Driver... Well, I can't say driver's side. Actually, just front right, if we're referring to that. I'm going to check everything, though, make sure. I think it's just that one. Okay. So let's go ahead and go into disassembly mode. We're going to have to remove you. What do we have to remove here as well? The hydraulic brake. Oh, is this take those off? Now I can get to the hydraulic brake piston. The reason I'm saying hydraulic is because hydraulic press channel. Great channel. Let's remove all that stuff. Yeah, these are very rusty. You could have seen that visually, basically. How do we get you off here? Brake caliper. Oh, is it really that easy? It's that easy. And then we'll remove you. Okay, so we have to then go to our tablet here and pick up some new brake components. The brake caliper arm, and not the hydraulic brake hoses, but the actual hydraulic brake piston right there. So we're going to do that. Brake caliper arm, hydraulic brake piston. Let's go ahead and order those. And then let's head back on into installation mode. Whoa, is that worn out too? You see that? Why is that red for a second? Oh, it's probably just because it was in disassembly mode. I was hovering over that. Okay. Let's go back into this. We install this first, the brake caliper arm. We got a brand new one here. Let's install you real quick. Then we've got the brake caliper itself. Go ahead. Brake caliper. Right there, boom. And then the hydraulic brake piston. We should really sell those old parts too. See what we can get for them used. I guess it did talk about repairing these parts as opposed to buying new ones. We probably should really do that for, you know, if they are repairable, because then we make not only more money, but then we're not buying parts brand new that are very expensive. So I guess if it's things that can be repaired, we really should repair them. I think that's just, that's just what you do. Let's go into the parts warehouse and sell these. These actually still do have some value to them. So probably a shop that's going to refurbish them or, be able to use them towards parts in other things or, towards the new one. Look at that. Done, done, done. Part 2 done. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to go to my tablet. Sorry. Go to the tablet and then, no, go to job order. Yeah, there you go. It does fill in. Okay. We're going to finish that order. See you later, buddy. We got a decent bit more for that one. And yeah, we can use the cash earned to improve the workshop. So we can probably upgrade our workbenches, all that stuff. Let's go ahead and go back here, get a new work order. This is going to be job order number 3. So sometimes the task will involve finding and repairing locomotives that were damaged somewhere on the routes of the game world, and then towing off them to the appropriate workshops and making repairs. This purpose, you'll use a special repair train. This time a diesel locomotive broke down in Square D1. Located and towed to the workshop, we suspect a truck failure. Ooh, let's do that. How do we do that? This is going to be awesome. Oh, exit from the garage. Yes. Nice. We're actually going to go and get this train that is broken down. That's a beautiful image right there. Find the locomotive in Square D1 and tow it to the... Oh, nice. We're actually going to use this locomotive and we're going to tow. This is really, really cool. That's nuts. I did not expect that. And oh man, this is really, really awesome. I'm very, very impressed by this. Then we have the horn. That is very, very cool. All right. We are lots of stuff on the screen right now, but I get it. Makes sense. Okay, we can probably give it a little bit more speed here. We're probably going to have that switch. When I say that switch, we really are going to have that switch. Switch to the city. Because we're going to want to switch that around, as well as switch that to there. So we're headed up. Headed up north to D1. Okay, let's give it a little bit more speed here. Come on. Probably still have to watch for other trains, but we should be fine by just going on through here. I did not expect this at all, though. To be honest. Oh, we should probably slow down. I mean, this is no... Don't get me wrong, this is no, you know, like, train mechanics simulator. But it's definitely awesome to have this aspect inside of a game where I was just expecting to be in the workshop all day. You know, being a train mechanic, basically, not actually having to do anything like going out and towing a train back to the warehouse or back to the workshop. That's really, really cool. Let's go this way. This is exactly how it works, by the way. You know, this is how simple locomotive is. No, you know, but I do appreciate, you know, this is obviously, people are not going to be locomotive or, you know, mechanics. If you are playing a game like this, and you are a locomotive mechanic, I would be interested to see how much of it is realistic, right? Like, you know, the car mechanic simulator and all that stuff. But at the same time, I don't think anybody's going in expecting literally this to be one-to-one with how everything works. I think it's a good good first step into this world, though, no doubt. So we're coming up here. Okay, I'm gonna put on the brakes here. We're gonna come up on this locomotive. Oh, okay. So it not legitimately, but it did hook it up to the back, and we're going to be taking it back on down to the shop, to the diesel train depot, which is all the way back down, right? Where is it? Yeah, all the way back where we came from, basically. Which we should just be... Oh, wow, look at this bridge. I don't know how many bridges are like that for trains, where it's at that angle like that, but what I've learned is trains are not very good at, or there's a lot of, you know, you don't want to do steep grade with trains. It's just not what you want to do. It's not that they aren't capable of it, but you don't want to do steep grades. You want to do as slow of a grade as you can possibly do, basically. Look at this. We're towing this guy back. It's awesome. That is awesome. And then, why does it have a green thing over there? That's not the thing, is it? No, that's the steam engine. Oh, probably just letting us know, though, that that's one of the places we could go. If it's a depot we're able to go to for, you know, if we had steam engines. Which that'll be cool. I'm one of my personal favorites is the steam engine, and I know that's weird. Well, my personal favorite, but I like the steam engine because of the visible mechanical nature of it. Very much so. Like I like a lot of, you know, exposed because the diesel locomotives they're obviously some of the most efficient locomotives that they make, but it's just nothing's visually there. You know, other than the motor, you know, and everything down here. Nothing's visually shown the same way as the old steam locomotives, and I just appreciate being able to see all the mechanical aspects to the steam locomotive. Basically, we're headed the right way still, right? I want to make sure this doesn't. Oh, it's updating. Oh, we're gonna have to change the west center, and we should just do that a while if we can. And we can't. We have to probably wait here a little bit until we're able to change the west center one. So I'd be interested in the comments to see how many things are accurate to a lot of this stuff. I mean, I played train train simulator, you know, the actual, yeah, here we go, we can split this. So don't get me wrong, I know that this is not train simulator, this is train mechanic simulator. And it's real, ooh, we should just be good all the way back, beautiful. You know, but this is not, I'm actually, like I said, I was genuinely surprised to be out doing this and be able to tow this back to the diesel train depot. Like actually tow a, which I don't think I've ever really seen before in real life. Not that I've ever really looked for it, but I don't think I've ever seen, you know, other than I've seen diesel train locomotives or electric trains locomotives assisting old style like steam engines. You know, they're actually the main power source being used. Hey, we got our buddy over here. Gonna honk at him real quick. But like, I've seen them used to like assist basically, and in that way they are towing / pushing, but not like towing a downed end, well, at least not that I've noticed. At least not that I've noticed. I'm kind of flying through here. This is, we're just gonna, I love, look, oh, listen to that. Unnecessary. Waking up everybody in this city. I don't know what time it is, but I would be waking up everybody in the city. Oh, going through a crossing. Oh, man. Great. And we should really not be going this fast, probably. Definitely around turns like this. Wow. Definitely shouldn't have been, but what are you going to do? Oh, hey, it's this guy. He's still waiting here. He is still waiting all this time. Oh, wow, we really slowed down there. Because all the turns, I guess, and I put so much less power into it. Going over this highway. Odd. Or it basically looks like a highway. Like a highway. All right, only a little bit more here to get back to the diesel train depot. I'll be able to work on this locomotive and see what's wrong with it. Come on. Power through here. I'm in. Let's see. Just as we expected, the problem proved to be damaged transmissions in the truck. Remove and replace them. All right. All right, guys, if you want to see more of Train Mechanic Simulator, you want to see the transmission repaired, please hit the like button, please comment on this video. I'm glad to take you along for a first look at Train Mechanic Simulator. Like I said, if you want to check out this game, pre-order it, buy it when it comes out, March 23rd. Link is in the description for the Steam page for this game. You know, I'd like to thank the devs as usual for providing codes and allowing me to look at this ahead of time and show it to you. So yeah, I had a really good time. I was actually very surprised that there's the ability to go out and, you know, tow the trains back. And it seems like there's some decent depth here. But like I said, I really enjoyed doing this. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, please let me know in the comments below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.